Welcome back, tribe. I have a video here somebody wanted me to cover. It's by this dude, Chad Foster Explores. He says, this Filipino will blindside you and suck you dry. Well, let's see.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to talk to you about something that you should definitely be aware of if you're going online to meet a Filipina for a genuine relationship.
Red
This
flag
is the
already.
most savvy and dangerous situation when it comes to being scammed in the Philippines, I believe.
I know dudes that have met their chicks online on dating sites before they even step foot in the country. I know there's always exceptions to the rule. It's a bad idea to do that. If you want to meet genuine people, you got to go live in the country. You have to become an expat, not a passport bro passing through. You have to plant down roots. You have to live there, and then they'll take you seriously. All the chicks online are just looking for meal tickets. Sorry. But 99% of the time you got. She knows all the sweet nothings to tell you. She knows how to game you perfectly, get you all love drunk. You get no action from women back in your home country. You're already thirsting hard. A woman's finally showing you attention. You start to think with a little man downstairs, you got, bro. You're a mark. And it's your inexperience that's causing you to get played without you seeing it. You're blind. Best of luck to the ones that have gone through that process and you're still together with your woman, but there's 1,000 more that can tell you a story how it failed and they got sucked dry. I don't know what kind of dry sucking this dude's talking about, but let's find out.
Because you are usually blinded by what happens in these scenarios. So there are girls that will come at you right away and be very direct about asking for money. There's some that will just start planting the seeds of hardships right away. And they have no patience. They're just going to come at you and you can just tell right away. Or they'll offer you, an exchange for money, basically photos or videos or whatever. So there's a lot of that kind of stuff for sure. But most guys are pretty aware of that. It's pretty obvious. The tough situation is when you connect with someone that is playing the long game, where their intentions are not genuine, but they extend their connection time with you so long that you start to form a liking for her and you start to build a long distance relationship with her before
there's no such thing.
She even mentions anything to do with
long distance relationship is not a relationship. It's just you getting suckered out of your time and money and getting nothing in return. You're just letting her emotionally dig her claws into you and you get nothing. You're a simp. She has a boyfriend on the side or a man she's taking serious in case you stop simping. It's a joke, dude.
Money or hardships or anything like that. That takes a lot of patience on her end, but the good ones, that's what they do. And if you think about it this way, when they're playing the long game, they're not doing it with one person. They're doing it with more than one. So there's always a point of reward for them because they started one, 2 months ago, and then they're just starting to get some financial support. Well, they've started other relationships online with different guys playing that long game, knowing down the road they're going to get paid. So these girls are really, really good at it. And they know all the little ways of getting us dumb guys with caveman brains sometimes to sort of fall for the traps. And in this situation, I was talking to this gentleman about, the relationship he was building with this girl online and how perfect she was because there was no red flags. And he had been talking with her for like 2 months. And then all of a sudden,
yeah, I read that in some of the Filipina P videos or just the Philippine videos that we cover. Dudes in the comment section will be like, I've been talking to my Filipina for 9 months now, and I have plans to go see her in a few months. And he'll refer to her as his girlfriend. What are you doing, dude? I was gonna respond to one of these comments. Let the idiots sucker themselves. Sorry, can't save everybody. Guys are dumb. It's true. The average dude, when it comes to women like this, are out of their league. They get manipulated so easy.
She starts to mention some things as far as hardship, some medical stuff and some other things. And I think in this case, it was like her mom had some health issues. And not to say that this can't be a realistic thing. Like people here have hardships and they are struggling financially. But the thing you have to be aware of is how genuine that is. And is it appropriate to put that on someone else, someone that you're just getting to know that you've never met in person. If someone is doing that to you and all of a sudden they're putting their troubled life on you.
By the way, these expectations, these needs, wants, whatever you want to call them, that they're placing on these men, it's because they're betas in their eyes. They're low value males. These dudes are often older, balding, probably fat, not in good shape, regardless, just essentially a pay pig. That's all they are. It's better than getting with a local because money is hard to come by. And even these guys with average Western salaries blow the locals away. Let's be completely real here. Imagine if it was I don't know what they're into. K-pop stars, don't know any of their names. But imagine their version of Brad Pitt. If that dude came in the town, talked to that girl, do you think she would dare ask him for money, for anything, for troubles, to take care of the family and get something out of him? Do you think that girl would dare potentially risk her entire relationship over some bills like that? Think about how she would treat a Brad Pitt type, giving him everything, versus a Beta Bob type, asking him for everything. If your woman is giving you all the time, give, 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 that's how you know your woman loves you. If your woman just takes from you, constantly taking, that's not your girl, dog. The why is silent. That's our girl.
Expecting or hoping that you're going to fix these things. I mean, ask yourself, is that a good way to start a relationship before you've even met? When someone is placing that on you. And I always tell people, you're coming so far. You're taking so many chances
That's gorgeous.
to, come to the Philippines, meet someone online, whatever.
Wow.
Why would you take the chance of, going all in on someone that is placing that burden on you before they even meet you, and take the chance that it might not be genuine and that it might just lead to more need for money?
Because dudes are horny.
Oftentimes that's really what happens, right? The goalpost keeps
horny.
moving. If you help me with this, I'll be good. But oftentimes that the goalpost moves and they're just going to need something else. So again, why take the chance when there are girls that will not ask you for money? And the proof of that is I've been here for, almost 15 months. And I've met a bunch of foreigners now that are in serious long-term relationships, married. And I've talked to all of them about something that is consistent across the board. Not one of those Filipinas has ever placed the burden of financial hardship on their partner. And a lot of these girls came from poverty, but they didn't put the burden on their partner. They did the opposite. They did things to show that their intentions are genuine. They wanted a companion. They wanted, they wanted someone that was going to treat them respectfully and be caring for them. And that was their motivation, was to find a good partner. Maybe they had a bad one before. Maybe their ex cheated on them, things like that. So their motivation is not financial gain. And that's across the board of everyone I met. So that's basically right off the bat, what I told this guy is like, maybe she's genuine, but why take the chance? Because you just don't know where that's going to lead to. And for me, it rubs me the wrong way if I've never even met someone and that burden's being placed on me. So anyways, talking more with this guy about some of the things that she was doing. So 2 months down the road, the hardship started getting thrown out there. And I asked more a little bit about like their connection and why, what were the reasons that you felt connected with her? Well, it was a consistent attention. That was really nice. She's very pretty. And she also sent a lot of like photos. And basically she was starting to, unsolicited too, send
hook, line, and sinker. Told you guys are done.
Him more and more. They started very clean and then they got more and more, I guess, sexual. He liked it. Like he had this thing going with the girl that was like, she seems sweet. She seems caring.
You have nothing. It's a digital profile. These days, you don't even know if it's real, dude. Even on FaceTime, whatever, when you're on a video call, they could apply filters live to the video. There's beautification effects on all the apps now. You don't even know what the girl actually looks like. This is what's insane today. Video isn't even safe anymore.
She pays attention. She's always messaging me. And now we have this sort of fun side where she's sending me these, sexy videos, which I love. It's great.
Gamed.
But if you think about it, not only is that really not the way to start something before you meet, as much as, listen, guys love that stuff. We love visuals. We love that excitement. But if you're thinking long-term relationship, is that, how many guys is she sending those photos to? If she's willing to send them without even asking for them. So you got to think about that. But it's all part of the mastermind long game, right? So get him excited, get him attached, make it so he's addicted to this attention, and then start to subtly plant some seeds of, I'm going to need some help because, this or that. So that's basically what was happening. There are other examples of that. Just from other people that I've talked to. I experienced it myself, like way back in the day when I was in the US chatting with a girl for a while. And, I started to sort of see that and then I backed away. And we actually ended up talking about it. I was very direct with her. And she said she actually had a plan of hoping that I was going to be the one that was going to pay her way to become a nurse. Like it was whether or not she was going to be a good girlfriend and do all these caring things is beside the point. Her intention, her plan was to find a guy to financially support her to become a nurse. Like that was her motivation. It's just not a good way to start a relationship.
Yeah, find a beta Bob to pay for my nursing while I'm getting my guts rearranged by guys I actually like, but I would never dare ask those guys for anything besides spreading my legs and their attention. That's it. The guy she likes, all she asks for is his attention. The guy she doesn't like, she will ask for everything else. Everything else. You're jumping through all the hoops for a woman that's not interested in you. There are no hoops to jump. It's like swimming with the current down a gentle stream. They make it so easy for you when they really do like you. Until you experience this, it's hard to really get you to wrap your mind around the fact that the way they treat men is so bipolar. And unfortunately, for what this guy's saying, he was placed in a classification of men called invisible.
And if you're thinking about bringing someone back to your home country, like that's a whole other thing, right? That's a concern for a lot of guys. So why, if you're coming all this way, why take the chance with someone that's showing some signs of things that you wouldn't want to worry about when you go back to your
Thirsty,
country?
bro. No options. No options. They have no options back home. Why do you think they're willing to travel this far? The truth is, there's some men, there's dudes at the bottom of the barrel that are trying to Hail Mary a passport lifestyle. That's what it is. There's genuine men out there who are valuable, who are making good money, who look really good, and then are taking advantage of using a passport to find women that actually connect with, women that are actually feminine, that want to start a family, that wants a man to lead, right? They're looking for all the traditional things. Great. But then we have to be honest that there is a subset of men within that same group that are just disgusting, dusty, low value, the stuff that women like to talk about. Yet they paint the brush wide on all of us, which is not true. But it's a half truth. Some men at the bottom of the rungs that do this without putting in any work into themselves, no self-improvement, nothing. Go over there with bunions and corns in their feet and nasty teeth, breath, all that stuff, dude. Gross. Just gross dudes thinking they're going to get some hottie because they have no shot with any woman back home and they're willing to dump that wallet, dude, like a truck. Beep, beep, beep. The moment a woman gives them some attention, the moment a chick online hooks them in with a few little nude pictures, makes them feel wanted, makes them feel like there's intimacy there because she sent you a video, bro, of her in her bra. And then she takes it off and says, "This one's just for you. I was thinking, I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to get here." A few messages later, my mom had an emergency. I had to go to the hospital. I just spent all the money I saved up. I don't know what to do. And then your dumb love-struck ass with your bunion toes and your minimum wage job is going to be like, well, I guess I could send you a couple $100. It's all I have, but I think I'm really falling for you. Guys are dumb as shit. Don't be that guy.
Exposed to like Western culture. And anyways, we got into all this stuff. By the way, guys, if you want to have, a phone conversation, consultation to talk about any of this stuff, email me. And for the call centers working, I met one of her friends who seemed really cool. And I met her in person. I didn't meet her in line. I got to talk to her face to face. I ended up going back to Canada, like kind of right after I met her. So I didn't get to hang out with her much, but I had a good conversation.
If you want to see this guy's fool's video, it's called "This Filipino Will Blindside You." I'll leave it up for a second for you guys. Let me see some of the comments. As soon as money is brought up, they get blocked. Don't even read or care about the story. Many will not directly ask for money. They'll plant the seed of financial distress and they want you to offer help. Very good advice. Unfortunately, most of the guys that need this advice don't want to hear it. Yeah, a simp is blind and he'll even sell out his fellow man for a piece of kitty, dude. Simps are the number one enemy of men. Never forget that. Women are a distant 50th compared to things we have to deal with today, like government, corporations, yada, yada. Please. Women don't even rank in the top 10 of the shit you got to deal with as a man in your life. So there are many feel-good vlogs out there about Filipinas. The word is getting out now because too many men are getting burned. Once you date Filipina, all the family starts getting sick. LOL, same stories. Man, you nailed it. Every girl you talk to on a dating app, they come out straight and ask you for money. They mastered the scam game. They became so good at it. Be straight up and tell them you're not an ATM, no BS. And then they stop talking to you anyway. Doesn't matter. Again, remember, the men complaining about this kind of behavior from those kind of women, you already got placed in the box of a beta Bob. You're already a loser in their eyes. That's the thing. If all these women, if you're going out there to the Philippines or any nation, bro, Thailand, it doesn't matter, wherever you're going. If you're in all these new locales and the women are treating you like a walking wallet, that's your cue. The market has spoken. You're viewed as an attractee, not a potential sexual interest. You are a pay pig to be used for the only thing you're valuable, your money. The rest of you can be discarded. The moment your money dries up, she disappears from your life. Pay close attention, boys.